So it goes, or so they say. Time's like a mountainscape. Well, I don't know, but I can't complain. God knows I've got my own escape. And sometimes I just might, even in the middle of the night. Well, sometimes and sometimes, well, I wake and bake. But it's got nothing to do with you. I've got no one, still you won't do. And after today I'd say we are quite through. But I know you won't break down, you won't miss a step, you won't be around, and you'll never regret it. One day, when I'm old and gray, I might look back and say that these were the golden days. One day, when I'm old and I'm gray, I might look back and say this was the price I paid. Even in the middle of the day, Stephen grins a little, so they say. Sometimes, well, I wake and bake.
BOOZHOO, and welcome back to BOOZHOO, NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about OJIBWE language, the live stream podcast, huh, sweetie? That's right, about OJIBWE language and culture. I am NANABOOZHOO, and over here, looking just cute, the lovely and the talented Natasha. Ganon BOOZHOO, Winnie Mushane. Say hello, sweetheart. Hello, everybody. Mino Kikasheb. Good morning. And, yeah, good morning, everybody. Oh, we got a special show today, and we're starting a little early. The BOOZHOO crew is probably not even going to be here for like another hour. But I got a feeling this is going to be a long show. I could be wrong, though. Really? Yeah, you never know. But today, let's start off right away with a big old Minawana Gozi Mama Ya Gija Good. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, Daniel. Daniel's here, sweetie. BOOZHOO, Daniel. Minawana Gozi Mama Yag Gija Good. Happy Mother's Day. Today is Mother's Day, huh, sweetie? It sure is. And we've got a very special poem, if I can cue this up just right, that I'd like to share with you guys in honor of Mother's Day. Here we go. From a distance. Nope, hold on. I watched you. Actually. Maybe I should talk a little bit and then we'll get to this. So yeah. We'll wait for a little while to get for people to come in. But it's Happy Mother's Day. In the Anishinaabe. And in just about every culture, mothers are sacred. And so once a year, just one day a year, After today, you can just forget about it. Ignore your mom. But on this day, we honor the life givers, the creators. Today is Mother's Day. Minawana Gozi. Happy. Mama Yag. Mama is mama in every language. But happy Mother's Day. And let's see, what else is it? It's Prayer Day. It's Anama A. You're good. It is Sunday, so we'll probably say a prayer. And, we might take some calls. Might interact with the audience. We got Daniel Black here. He's kind of the bouncer. If people get out of line, he'll bounce them. Huh, sweetie? That's right. Don't mess with Daniel. That's what people say. Yep. And so, today, I would like to tell a story. Nah. I don't know. What do you think, sweetie? What should we get into first thing in the morning? How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. And you? Oh, not too bad. You got plans with your mom today? Yeah, we're going to go out to the old Sterling Waters. Is it Sterling Waters or Sparkling Waters? I can never remember. It's like I had a stroke and I've been to that restaurant a million times. It's called like Sparkling Waters or Sterling Waters or Shining Waters or something. It's just a fancy pants restaurant on Lake Bemidji on the Crossing Waters Lake. So we're going to go out and get something to eat. I don't know. I'm not going to buy a Hallmark card. You don't really get away with buying cards, do you, Michael? No, people expect me to make my cards. Since I was a kid, I was like, oh, you're a cartoonist, you can make a card. Yeah. But, yeah, Mother's Day is the day that we honor our mothers. And what better way to honor our mothers than with a song? This song is dedicated to the women in our lives, the life givers. This one's to all the moms out there. And then there's a lovely poem by Michael Murphy. And we'll be back. All right. I never meant to cause you any sorrow. I never meant to cause you any pain. Tell me about it. I only wanted one time to see you laughing. You mean like this? I only wanted to see you laughing in the purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Whoa. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Such a shame our friendship had to end. I never want to be your weekend lover. Ooh. I only want to be some kind of friend. Maybe I can never steal you from another. Such a shame our friendship had to end. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain, purple rain. Yeah, yeah. Such a shame our friendship had to end. I don't think that's the lyrics. I don't think he just keeps on singing. Doesn't he? It's such a shame our friendship had to end. Doesn't somebody bathe? What do I know? Okay, everything's A-okay. You ready to put a and some sweet guitar behind it. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the show. Oh, wow. BOOZHOO, and welcome back to the show. And let's call that song Way-da, hey-ya, hey-da, ho. We just wrote that. And today, I'd like to read something. This is for all the mothers out there. This is it's kind of like a poem by Michael Murphy, and it's called What I Meant to Say. What I Meant to Say by Michael Murphy. What I meant to say was, how can I possibly say goodbye to the person who was the first to hold me, the first to feed me, and the first to make me feel loved? From a distance, I watched you move about, doing the mundane tasks that to everyone else seem so routine. But for me, the tasks you lovingly completed year after year built and reinforced the foundation, the structure that made my world a safe and comfortable place to grow. All that I am and all that I have can be traced back to you. Whatever accomplishments I have made along the way would not have occurred without first believing in myself. And you were the person who always believed in me. Now on my own, I am amazed at the number of times I hear your voice come through my mouth. This ventriloquist act was at first most irritating, but now warms me, as I've come to understand that there is a part of you that will live on in me forever. When time parts us, I pray that you will reach across from the other side again to touch my face and whisper in my ear. For your warm a gentle presence in my life. For this, I will always be most thankful. Yes, Mother, you inspire me. I didn't know if I'd get through that or not. So there you go. That's for every mother, but especially my mom. Giza kain, Mama. I love you, Mother. And you have been watching BOOZHOO, NANABOOZHOO. About Ojibwe language and culture. Oh, nice job on the guitar there, Michael. Yeah, thanks. What I meant to say. So, that's just, what'd you think of that poem, sweetie? Oh, that's a beautiful poem. It makes me tear up. Yeah, me too. It's a tough poem to read because you wanna get all teary-eyed. Daniel Black says, lovely poem. Miigwech. Yeah. I originally saw that on one of those like Wayne Dyer specials on PBS. Oh yeah, remember those? He'd be like trying to raise money for public television, and he'd be giving a talk. And he just pulled that poem out by Michael Murphy. Man, he had that whole audience crying. Everybody's got a soft spot for their mom. You know. Ho-ka-hey, la-di-da, a-okay. So, what else is going on? A lot of cartoons today. A lot of gibberish cartoons. Eya, Gwamizi. Eyang Gwamizi. Be careful. That's one thing your mom's always telling you guys. Why don't you be careful? So here we got a little wagosh, a little fox. And he's got one of those signs. Looks like he stole it from the roadside. And he's saying, Eyang Gwamizi. Eyang Gwamizi. Be careful. Why don't you be careful, for crying out loud? You're running around, speeding, not even wearing your seatbelt. You've got to be careful. Now they're recommending that you wrap your whole head in cellophane to stop the spread. They do not! Yeah, it's true. I saw it on the news. First it was one mask. Then it was two masks. Then it was get the vaccine. Then it was get two vaccines. And then it was like keep wearing the two masks. And then they moved it up to three masks and a shield. And now they're saying three masks, a shield, two shots, and just wrap your nose and mouth in airproof cellophane, and just get it over with. Well, you can't be too careful. That's what I'm saying. Eyang Gwamizi. You must be careful. We have to, what's the buzzword? Flatten the curve. Yeah. What happened to the 80s? In the 80s, people didn't even wear their seatbelts. They're like, yeah, whatever. I'm not going to be careful. Gawin, Eyang Gwamizi, Z. No, I will not be careful. I'm going to ride around in my pickup truck. Best girl, just slide right over. Neither of us are going to wear our seatbelts. We're just going to drive around. You know. Kids, no car seats. You gotta take your chance with a car seat. No, the kids are standing in the back of the pickup. They're standing up there pretending they can fly. It's okay, they're hanging onto the roof. You know, people weren't that careful in the old days. I remember teasing the one kid who had his parents made him swim in a life preserver. We're all like, what? What if we just held your head underwater? Your life won't be preserved if we just dunk you underwater and drown you. I don't know. You were kind of shamed if you were like careful in the old days. What is that? A bicycle helmet? Oh, are you afraid of cracking your skull? Ooh. No, I'm not wearing a bicycle helmet. I gotta let the breeze flow through my hair. Because I'm free. It's the 80s. We didn't have shin guards. You know. And then AIDS came along and ruined everybody's fun for having unprotected sex. Now they had to put on what they used to call a rubber. Put on your rubbers. Now everybody's careful. Get a vaccination. Put on your bike helmet. Put on your seatbelt. Don't smoke. Don't drink. You got to be careful. We're going to live forever. Listen to your mother. She said be careful. Drive the speed limit. Yeah. In the old days, like with my elders, they would drink and drive. Nobody even got caught. You just drive around drunk. Remember that, like in Andy Mayberry? That old drunk, he'd just arrest himself to give him a place to dry out. Oh, yeah, Otis. Yeah. In the old days, like in Andy and Mayberry, the town drunk was just sort of, everybody kind of laughed at him. He was sort of tolerated. He's just an old drunk. He'll go lock himself up. And in the morning, we'll give him a nice breakfast. Send him on his way. Because he was careful not to drive. You must be very careful, like a fox. I don't know if foxes are really careful. They're more crafty. What's an animal that would be like a careful animal? Most animals are pretty careful around people. Except for dogs. Yeah. But yeah, most animals are really careful. You ever look at a spider? That thing is just every step. Just carefully, careful. I'm going to climb this wall. I'm going to go down on this web. Easy now. Easy, easy. I'm an asabageshi. I'm just a little spider. I've got to be careful. If I end up on the wrong person's arm, I'm going to get smacked. Got to be very careful. So that's what this gibberish cartoon's all about. And today's A Gibberish Cartoon is brought to you by Michael Lyons. To get more gibberish cartoons, click the link. Hey, you know what else? We have some good news. I'll just share it with you guys because who cares? Yesterday we got a call from somebody. I don't recognize the number, so I screen it because I'm like a weirdo. Like, oh, who's that? And a lady leaves a message, something I can't really understand, something about applying. And if I don't call back, they'll just have to move on. And I almost didn't call back. I was almost like applying, what's this, for a job or something? A couple years ago I signed up on one of those agencies to be a substitute teacher. And every once in a while they'll call back, hey, did you want to complete your paperwork and your, background test and urine analysis to be a substitute teacher? I'm like, no. So I almost didn't call back, but then I did. And I get this really nice lady from something called Radical Librarians Initiative or some organization that gives out grants. And they were like, yeah, hey, we noticed you applied for this grant a while ago, and we would like to award you with a grant for $600. But we don't know how to do it. We only have, I'm like, what? What's this now? Radical who? He goes, yeah. Did you apply for a grant? It's like, I don't know. There was one day last fall I applied for a bunch of grants. I just got on the web, on Google, and went, hey, grants for artists. And with this whole COVID thing, there's a bunch of nonprofits or whatever that popped up. And my name got pulled out because of the books or something. And I'm like, oh, wow. Yeah, I'll take that grant. And she's like, okay, where can I send it? And I said, how about my GoFundMe page? And boom, 2 minutes later, there's the grant in my GoFundMe. So I also have a GoFundMe account, you guys. If you'd like to support the show, if you want to leave us a tip, we have super chats, and we have a GoFundMe link, and there's a PayPal link. And we have Patreon, But it was just another one of those moments where I went, yep, miigwech manado. I had to thank the lady. I was, hey, thank you guys. I mean, I really do appreciate that. We had a nice little talk. She was like from Trinidad or something. And she was calling from Pennsylvania. And she goes, do you know Pennsylvania? And I went, is that the state where The Office is from, that TV show? And she started laughing. She goes, yeah, Scranton. That's just down the road from us. I went, oh, yeah. No, I've never been there, but now I want to go. Because I want to go to Scranton, Pennsylvania. I want to go see Dwight and, the gang from Dunder Mifflin. But we had this nice talk, and she was asking me about how things been going since, has COVID, affected you badly? And at first I was like, oh, are you kidding? No, man, it's been great. We've had all this time. We've really added a lot of stuff to the show. I'm not working, so I have more time to write songs and record. And then that's led to a little gig. It's been great. And then I realized, oh, wait, this is a grant thing. They grant money based on need. I was like, oh, hold on. Let me change my answer. Yeah, it's been a heck of a time. We've hardly been able to feed ourselves. Ever since COVID, the pandemic hit, we were devastated. Any little bit of money would go a long ways. And she goes, no, I'm not. You've already got the grant. I'm just wondering. And so I was like, oh, well, in that case, yeah, it's been great. This last year has been the best year of my life in a lot of ways. I mean, I'm sorry, everybody else who's ever been part of my life. I haven't seen this year. No, being with you is better than being by myself. But in another way, our show just took off in the last year. Everything the stars finally aligned. The cartoons and the Ojibwe language instruction and the music and the comedy and then just BOOZHOO crew, the live stream and a regular kind of venue to. And so I was talking, I was like, yeah, you know what? The COVID lockdown was, at least for us, a huge blessing. Sorry, everybody who's, lost loved ones to it or whatever, who lost their business. I understand. I don't mean to rub your face in it. But for me, it was just yet another one. It's just like we were talking the other day about losing your job. What's that? You know how like every time when you lose a job, later on you go, you know what? I mean, it was embarrassing or it came at a bad time, but after we kind of got back on our feet, it was the best thing that ever happened to us. If we hadn't lost our job, the show never could have become what it is. And I never would have got this grant. So there you go. So miigwech, Radical Librarians Association, or whatever you guys are called. Sorry, I forgot to look it up. But I really appreciate it. And miigwech for that sweet, sweet Junia. Oh, but it was another one of those moments we started talking. And I go, I don't know if you're religious and you just met me, so I apologize for talking like this. But I go, it's actually been a great year because I realized I kind of found God in the last year. And I just put my faith and my bills and providing for me in his hands. Exactly the way my grandmother would have talked. Oh, you got to give your troubles to Jesus, But when I did sort of just pray directly, please, provide for me. I want to do this and I don't want to have to work another job. It was almost like he said, yeah, okay, I was waiting for you to ask. Here's some nice ladies from this place called Radical Librarians. They're all about, promoting diversity and, all this stuff you're constantly teasing about, But they want to promote, indigenous people's literature or whatever. And I'm like, hey, yeah, thanks. Even goofy cartoons that teach the language. But she was really cool. She goes, yeah, no, I am religious. I'm learning that too. That the Creator provides if you have a little faith. And if you're on the right path. He's not going to help you out if you're like robbing banks. You know. In fact, sometimes I wonder if that's how you can kind of tell if you're on the wrong path. I mean, obviously, if you're not happy and you're out of shape and you're in trouble, you're probably on the wrong road. But sometimes you can be sort of, getting by, or maybe even look successful to people outside of your life. And but you're unhappy, and you go, I'm sure I'm on the right path. I went to graduate school, and I got a good job as a teacher, and I bought a house and a car, and I got married, and I'm raising a kid. How can this be the wrong road for me? But if you have like bad luck all the time, if maybe you get sick or you break your leg, or you just find yourself in constant conflict with coworkers, and yeah, your bank account might be getting a little bit of cash, but nothing seems to go easy. If it's constantly just a big hassle, like, yeah, I guess I'm successful, but it's been a big drag, and I really believe that's Gitchimanidu telling you, yeah, this isn't for you, dude. Yeah, I gave you enough skill to be successful in this job, but it's not for you. That's not your path. So you can stay on here if you like, but you're gonna you're not gonna find a zone. It's not gonna feel like, oh yeah, here's my thing. This is my purpose. But when you find your purpose, you will be successful at that, and it'll be easier. Because it'll be like perfect for your skills. I am pretty don't have that many skills in a lot of practical ways. Like, I'm not good with keeping a car running or a home running, or with tools, machines, cooking. I'm totally lost when it comes to food. I'm pretty incompetent in a lot of ways. But I'm kind of good at drawing. I mean, yeah, this is Michael's cartoon, but, you know what I'm trying to say. The skills I have just happen to be good for this particular show. I don't even speak any other languages besides English and Ojibwe. I'm one of the few people who can sing songs in Ojibwe that a little kid might like. Michael, he can do impersonations. Not well, but well enough. And so things just started clicking. And when I was having this nice talk with this lady, and got off the phone, and I got on my knees, and I thanked the Creator once again for providing for me. Just like, it just seems like every couple of days, whether it's one of you guys, leaving a super chat, or, selling a book online. It's like little, and I heard somebody say this once, this is how you have to be successful. It's kind of like having a lot of little hoses on at the same time. Little streams of income. When you have an hourly job, that's one paycheck you can count on. You go, oh, okay. Every 2 weeks, I'll have this amount of money. Here are my bills. Here's much left over. If I do And it's secure, sort of. But, I don't know. When I no longer had that, then it was kind of like the Great Spirit just started, I just started having better luck. It's like, oh yeah, cool. Yeah, another grant. Sold another book. Oh, here's another opportunity to make a few $100 in a couple hours. I go, what? Where were you when I needed you? I was really broke. But anyway, sorry, I don't mean to brag, but I was just sort of happy about this. Eyang Guamizi. be careful. You must be careful. Be careful that you don't get paranoid. Oh, sweetie. That's right. You got to be careful, but don't lose your mind. Yep. So let's see what's going on down here with the BOOZHOO crew. Weesani's here. BOOZHOO, Weesani. Welcome back to the show. And Sheila's here. Amino, Giga, Jabe, Daniel. What about the rest of us? How come Daniel gets all the love here? And I got here right after Daniel asked for a private lesson. What are you guys talking about? Daniel Black says, he is mine, all mine. Beat it. Oh, yeah. You want a private lesson, Daniel? Did I miss something? Oh, wow. That's all. I got to go back up. As it's Mother's Day over here, I'll post a wee song on the fan page later. Hey, thanks, Daniel. A wee song. A song you sang? That'd be cool. I think Daniel's a guitar player, too. Sheila's here. Daniel, Papa Wagosh. BOOZHOO, Papa Wagosh. Papa Wagosh is here, sweetie. BOOZHOO, Silver Fox. Yeah. Yeah. And, latecomers, wake up, you lot. Yeah, to be fair, I was kind of early today. You know, once again, Indian time. Always early. They're always early, them Indians. You can never count on them to show up on time because we're always early. We call it Indian time. Huh, sweetie? I think it's just the opposite, but yeah, I see what you're doing. Oh, please help us to live a good life. Daga bi we duka wishanang. We mino bamadazi yang. That's a good one, Papa Wagosh. Daga bi we duka wishanang. We mino bamadazi yang. Get your mana do. Did you hear that?
Oh, I heard that just loud and clear. And I will help you, my son.
Thanks. You want to help Papa Wagosh too?
I've helped Papa Wagosh plenty over the years. Hello, Papa Wagosh. How are you, my son?
That's the Great Spirit. He watches the show. He sounds like a pirate.
Aye, matey. I do sound a bit like a pirate. I don't know why.
I don't know. So is it really all water up above the firmament?
Well, that's right.
Okay. Well, there you go, guys. Hey, Kitchimana, are we living on a spinning ball?
No.
Okay. This is so easy. I don't know why we didn't just ask God. Did they fake the moon landing?
That's right. They faked it.
All right. Anything you want to know, just ask the Creator. Daniel Black says, no, I can't sing. I have a voice like a goose farting in the fog. A goose farting in the fog. Yikes. That'd be a good name for a rock band. A goose farting in the fog? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, up next. You wanted the best. You got the best. The hottest band in the land. A goose farting in the frog. I need Natasha. Papa Wagosh says hello. Hello. All right. Get up and get your grammar out of here. La la. Oh, you know what? It's Anima Egg, is you good. Maybe we should finally do our prayer for the day. You want to do a prayer? Yeah, speaking of the Great Spirit. Hey, get your mana do.
What you want?
I'm thinking about doing the prayer. You got any requests for the Ojibwe language prayer today?
How about the Serenity Prayer? You want to do the Serenity Prayer in Ojibwe?
Yeah, sure. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, BOOZHOO crew and people new to the show and people watching in the future and children. The Serenity Prayer is a prayer that the Alcoholics Anonymous people made popular. When you grow up, and if you choose to drink, and then if you have a problem with drinking, and if you choose to quit that drinking, you might find yourself at a meeting with people who have a problem staying sober. They call themselves the alcoholics. And they don't want anyone to know that they're alcoholics. So they say, hey, we're anonymous. But then, for whatever reason, they make you tell them who you are first thing when you get in there. You'd be like, hello, my name is NANABOOZHOO, and I'm an alcoholic. And they'll be all like, hey, NANABOOZHOO, hello, welcome. We're alcoholics too. We're the people with the good stories. We're the people with the shameful past. But lots of times these people, they'll pray, and they'll do the serenity prayer. And what the serenity prayer is, it's a prayer for peace, for serenity. It's a prayer to say, can we just make everything settle down a little bit? Life gets so crazy, it's so loud, and there's no peace and quiet. Especially if you're chasing if you're an alcoholic and you love the nightlife and you got to boogie. And, sometimes your life can get really loud. People fighting, people dancing, carrying on. And you just want some serenity. So this is the serenity prayer in OJIBWE Moan. And I'm just going to say it in OJIBWE. Gitche manado. Daga we duka wishin. We weni. Ji nana guda wendaman. Ji odapanaman. Inu gigashki ketosiwan. Ji anchi saduyan. Ji de apichite ayan. Ji anji saduyan. Gigashki ketuyan. Ji de apichite nabwakayan. Chikendaman. Oh no. Quach bezandawi I kichimanadu. Ape inge. This is the serenity prayer in OJIBWE. It was basically, Great Spirit. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. The courage to change the things I can. And the wisdom to know the difference. And, oh wow, Weesanie just dropped to 20. Weesanie just gave us a 20-pound super chat. $20 super chat. Miigwech, Weesanie, we really appreciate it. Your ability to speak Anishinaabe Moan is what brought me here. Your humor and willingness to work out ideas aloud, music talent, and penchant for going down rabbit holes is what brings me back. Jimmy Gwech and Nini. Oh, me Gwech. Weesanie, I really appreciate it. But yeah, the serenity prayer. To go down these rabbit holes and to just think things out loud. At the end of the day, what you really want is peace and serenity. When you're a young person, everything is so exciting. You think you're chasing excitement. But you only want excitement. The exciting stuff you really want as a kid is like the promise of serenity. Oh, I'm going to fall in love with this perfect girl. And she's going to be awesome. And she's never going to cheat on me and run around and make me crazy. We will have peace together. So it's exciting to have to jump through whatever hoops it is to find that. To find somebody like Natasha, huh, sweetie? Ah. But, so grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. Here's the other thing. And I struggle with this. I wrestle with this. Accept the things I cannot change. There are some things I can't change. The things that are actually going on in the world right now. And, whether it's the pandemic or the news coverage of the pandemic and everybody's reaction to it. Not everybody's. The different reactions to it. There's certain things I can't change. I can't change that there's a level of craziness and panic in the world right now. And that there are minefields where you can have ugly interactions with people. You know, if you're not wearing a mask when they think you're supposed to. If you say the wrong thing, misgender somebody. If you say you don't support Black Lives Matter, you know, it's a touchy time. I can't change that. And I can be careful. I can be careful with what I say. Hey, young Wamizi, you know, you got to be careful. Or at the same time, so grant me the serenity to accept what I can't change. I can't change that there's a certain amount of just minefields of censorship out there. And the courage to change things I can. Then there's the courage to change the things you can. How I react to it, I can change. But sometimes I'm afraid, you know. My religious feelings, talking about the Creator and about my spirit and about my grandmother and heaven and all that stuff. That's all a result of discovering the flat earth theory. But I didn't want to tell anybody that I believed the earth was flat and that there was a dome over us and that the literal description in the Bible is what I believed. I was in the closet like a gay person who I didn't want to upset my family and friends. I didn't want to be discriminated against, and I didn't have the courage to change. Until I got the live stream, and I was like, the heck with it. I'm just going to come out of the closet if people don't like it. You know. What can they possibly do? You can't even throw a tomato at me anymore because I'm on YouTube. You just hurt your own computer. You know, when we did this live, we had to worry about people throwing tomatoes. Yeah, huh? And now, do your worst. And the wisdom to know the difference. Sometimes you don't know what you can change and what you can't change. You know? Can I wake people up? Can I change other people? I don't know. One interesting thing too, what I thought of today. What's that? Like those words you can't use on YouTube. The F word, both the F words, actually. The F word you say when you're mad at somebody, and the F word that you call somebody when you think they're gay. And I used to always say, well, you know what? I've been called the F word when they think you're gay way more than any gay person ever has. I just grew up at a time, even your friends would call you a homo or whatever. But, it was just a thing. I know what it feels like to be called that. So whatever. And I don't care. It doesn't hurt my feelings at all. And now, because of this show, we've been called the N-word. And it wasn't just that one troll, but on BitChute, we got called the N-word too. I was like, wow, that's really crazy. I didn't think those guys existed. I thought, Hollywood kind of made up the old classic racist guy. But now we've been called the N-word. And it's just so silly because, I'm neither of what those bad words are supposed to, whatever. And but it was a perfect example of like, sticks and stones may hurt, break my bones, but names will never hurt me. Words will never hurt me. Words. It's just a word. It can't hurt you. You have to play along if you're going to get, offended by a word. Hey, that word hurt me. Why did you call me that word? Why did you misgender me? Now I'm really angry. Why would you possibly be angry over that? You just remade the rules, and now when people can't get with it, you're mad. Don't you call me sir. I'll take you outside and I'll break your legs. I'm a ma'am. I'm a little afraid of getting beat up by a transgender guy, girl, whatever, because I haven't been paying attention to the new rules, and I might accidentally misgender somebody. And these are dudes. I mean, they're women. 100% women, of course, if they choose, but they will beat you up like a man because they have the exact same bodies as a man. And we're born men. So I'm kind of afraid. I have to be careful. Pfizer Gaming. BOOZHOO, Pfizer Gaming YT. Hello. Welcome to the show. Weesony, bundle of sticks and the invitation to fornicate. Yes, exactly. I heard that that F word came from the old days when they would have people in the stockades, and they would always write what the crime was. And so sometimes they'd say, for stealing, or for assault, for murder. Or probably not for murder, but they would write the crime that the person was in the stockades, whatever they're called. But for that one, it was for unlawful carnal knowledge. This is for having knowledge carnally. Seeing a lady's underpants when you weren't married to her. In the old days, those Puritans, they didn't hang around. They didn't kid around, huh, sweetie? No, you don't want to mess with the Puritans. Yeah. Some Thanksgiving, you see some lady's underpants, some lady in her bloomers, and they put you in a stockade. It's like, hey, man, you're not even married to her. You're not supposed to have knowledge of that. That is unlawful. But then they couldn't write the whole word up there, so they just put the initials for unlawful carnal knowledge. Carnal spelled with a C, sweetie. Okay. Hello, children. Welcome to Sesame Street. Today's episode of Sesame Street is brought to you by the letters F, U, C, and K. Okay. A bundle of sticks. And that was the old way that, English people still call their cigarettes fags. I didn't even want to say it. Because I might, we got flagged at one time because we said the N-word. I mean, eventually that's just going to be co-opted too. They'll be like politically correct KKK members. Like, what? I don't take kindly to you N-words. Do you think that'll ever happen? The politically correct KKK member? I'd make a good sketch. Yeah. Doesn't want to misgender anybody, but he's still a member of the Ku Klux Klan. That's my one complaint too. You never get to hear actually from the people in the KKK. It's always some liberal quoting what somebody else said. They're like, did you know the KKK believes this? I was like, well, why don't we let them speak for themselves? How come they're not talking? I mean, let's face it, America. You could totally use that freedom of speech. But it's hard to find a proper KKK guy. Just a straight up old-fashioned racist. They've been silenced. Where's their freedom of speech? I want to hear some old, hood-wearing southern guy on a horse with a cross burning. You only see them in movies. You never get to see them in real life anymore. Maybe in jail. I hear jail has a bunch of skinheads. Yeah, I think so. Popogo says, I've seen London. I've seen France. I've seen somebody's underpants. That's right. I've seen London. I've seen France. I see Natasha's underpants. Hey, don't you be looking at my bloomers. Bloomers. That's my favorite thing about Indian people. They're the last people who unironically, They're not even making a joke. Still use the term bloomers. It's too embarrassing to us to say panties. You know. We might say a woman's undergarments or bloomers. Weesany says, there was a joke in one of the Grumpy Old Men movies. What college do you graduate from? I went to FU. I love Grumpy Old Men. Those guys are from Minnesota, you know. I think they're ice fishermen. I went to FU. One of my favorite things about those guys, and I'm starting to understand now that I get older, and now that I've had so many elders, I've watched so many people get old. And there's a downside to the blessing of old age. Like, you know, my grandma got to live to be pretty old, but you also get to have to deal with every known disease that they have. You know, oh, she had a spot of cancer, had to go through that. Oh, she got diabetes, gonna take care of that. Oh, got congestive heart failure, got to deal with that, you know. Oh, got dementia, deal with that. And so Grumpy Old Men, they'd hear about one of their friends dying from a massive heart attack, instant death. And they'd be super jealous. They'd be like, that lucky son of a gun. Almost mad. They're like, oh, that's the way to go. Because when you're an old man, you're like, you know, the goals you have. I want to die quickly. I don't want to have to go through all that nursing home nonsense. I just want to... one big, massive heart attack. Boom. Just let me drop dead. You know, I had a buddy. I almost forget his name. It's not Clem. Calvin. Mr. Funk. He was in his 70s, late 70s. And he got up one morning and... went out to rake the leaves, and boom, had a massive heart attack. They found him with a rake in his hand, lying on the ground. And all of his buddies were like, you know what? He would have been miserable in a nursing home. He didn't have much anymore. He just had us, his guitar playing buddies, and his dogs. And, you know, he woke up feeling good enough that he said, hey, I should rake the leaves. And died. You know, he didn't have to feel bad. He went from feeling good enough to rake leaves and enjoy the morning to being dead. Boom. And we all were kind of grateful for that. We were like, you know what? So we all got our guitars and we went out to the old Indian church up in Inger. It's just like the Mocha church. Which, by the way, did you want to go to church today, sweetie? I'm thinking about it. Do they have, potluck? Not today. It's just every other week. Oh, good. Because I wasn't going to bring anything anyway. But anyway, there's something merciful about the heart attack. You know, if you're lucky enough to get to be old enough to where you're not crying around about the lost time, and you get to go quick. Yeah. So that's what I pray for. Heavenly Father, take me quick. You know, JFK style. I want to be waving at people. Hello there. Thank you for your vote. And then boom. No, I'm kidding. I don't want to be shot in the head. Anyway, what kind of talk is this? What am I talking about, sweetie? I don't know what you're rambling on about. Thanks. But you have a phone call. We have a phone call? How in the world do people get our number? You know, this is live. What line? Line 2. All right. Line 2. Caller, welcome to the BOOZHOO, NANABOOZHOO podcast. You're on the air. Hey, man. What's going on? How you doing? Hey there, President Joe Biden. Ladies and gentlemen, the 46th president? Yeah, that's right. Of the United States of America, President Joe Biden. How you doing, Mr. President? I'm doing real good, man. How you doing? You know, not too bad. Just talking about death and heart attacks. How are you feeling?
I'm good. What? You calling me? You saying I'm old? Come on, I'll race you. I'll race you around the what you call it? The building.
No, I was just, I'm not, you don't have to take everything as a personal challenge.
Come on, man. I'll challenge you to a push-up contest.
No, I don't want a push-up contest.
Come on, man.
So, what do you want?
Well, I was just wondering, if I could teach you the Ojibwe word today.
No. We already have it. It's a Mother's Day. What did I do with it? Well, there's that too. Minawana gozi mama yag gija good.
Minawana gozi mama yag gija good. That's a good one. Happy Mother's Day. Well, I just want to say Happy Mother's Day to you.
Well, don't tell me. I'm not a mom, and it's not my day.
What? Come on, man.
You're not doing that well, are you, Joe?
Huh? Who is this?
This is NANABOOZHOO. We go through this every time. You call up, you want to teach an Ojibwe word of the day, and I don't let you. And then you make it completely obvious that you have dementia.
What? Come on, man. I don't have dementia. Come on, man. What you talking about?
I mean, I'm not saying that to be mean. It just seems obvious that you're not quite all there. I mean, it happened to my own grandmother. When you get up to a certain age, your soul is kind of starting to make, getting prepared to make its journey. And so it's, things are getting kind of abstract, I think.
What are you talking about, man? I'm strong. I'm young.
Yeah, how old are you?
I don't know, man. Hey, Kamala. What you want? How old am I? You're 100. I guess I'm 100.
You're not 100. You're like 79 or something.
What? Who is this?
It's not a BOOZHOO, sir. What do you want?
Hey, man, can I ask you something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I teach you Ojibwe word of the day?
No, we just went through this, sir. It's Minawana gozi. Look, I gotta go. I gotta take some real calls.
Hey, man, can I tell you a story?
If this has to do with soda pop.
No, not soda pop. This is a Cracker Jack. I'm gonna fight with Cracker Jack.
Why is it all the gang members in your stories have these silly, sweet cereal names? Corn Pop, Cracker Jack. Those aren't real gang member names. I think you're making those stories up.
No, man, Corn Pop. He was a bad dude. I wrapped a bicycle chain around his neck. See, I was in the gang back in the day.
You were in a gang?
Yeah, man. Once you're a jet, you're always a jet.
A jet? You mean from West Side Story? Huh? That was a movie, West Side Story. Were you in the Jets?
Yeah, man. It's Corn Pop. He's a bad dude.
Yeah, look, man, I gotta let you go.
Who is this?
All right, President Biden, everybody.
Huh?
Okay, I'm gonna go, sir. GOFUNDME, Minawa. It never goes well when he calls.
I know, but I just didn't want to screen a call from the president.
Yeah, I know.
Do you think he actually won?
No.
Why not?
Because Donald Trump seemed like the most popular president in history, and he seemed like the least popular president in history. And I'm saying that knowing how unpopular, Hillary was. It's hard to believe.
Well, maybe it was because he did all his rallies. He was being careful.
You think he was just being careful?
No.
Yeah, I'm done with voting. I mean, who cares? I'm not going to take on this. I don't really know. I mean, I'm just saying that I have a hunch that Donald Trump probably got more votes. But, I'm just likely to believe somebody who suggests that. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, me too.
Papa Wagosh says... wait, let me go back up. They're not gray hairs. They're wisdom highlights. I happen to be very wise. Papa Wagosh is trying to rationalize his silver fox status. He's got wisdom hairs. They're not gray hairs. Yeah, gray hairs are earned. Yeah, they're earned by surviving. Come on, man, says Wisany. Yeah. He's just, he's a stutterer, and he can't read very well, and he's a liar, and he's a racist. He's just every bad thing about a politician, and nobody comes to his defense. That's how you can tell that there's some shenanigans too. Nobody loves the new president. Even the, suck up Hollywood people, they're having a hard time pretending to like President Biden. They actually liked Obama because he was black. But they just hated Trump so much that they had to get rid of Obama. Trump. I've learned that life is like a roll of toilet paper. The closer it gets to the end, the faster it goes. That's true. Yeah, life is like a roll of toilet paper. That's why I've been wondering if it's not the end of the world. Because everything seems to be speeding up. Things just happen fast. Changes happen really fast, the term transphobia didn't exist just like a year ago. But it seems like it's just everybody changed with the times really fast. Fighting for the rights of transgender children. It didn't take long to get the average person to weigh in, they have an opinion, and just kind of go, yeah, whatever. The kids are all right. Let them be. Papogo says, it's Gibberish Joe and his traveling medicine show. Jessica Wabooz. BOOZHOO crew, I see NANABOOZHOO got an early start today. Yeah. I was going to go on Facebook first and tell them to come over. And then, of course, Facebook was acting like Facebook. And so I was like, the heck with it. And so I was all ready to go. And I thought, what the heck? I'm just going to start early. I'm trying to change that stereotype of Indian time being always late and throw in an occasional, he's way early this time. Happy Mother's Day, Mrs. Wabooz. Jessica Wabooz, happy Mother's Day. We all know you're a mom because your kid is so ridiculously cute. You look on that Facebook and go, what? That little girl should be in the movies. We had her artwork up here the other day. What's her name? Nalia or something? Oh, wow. And she's just precious. Jessica says, laugh aloud. I did get up early only half an hour ago. Went straight to the flower shop to pick up something for my mom. Good daughter. I got to pick up some flowers yet, too. Yeah, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Minawana Gozi, Mama Ya, Gisha Good. You guys know something that feminism doesn't want to admit. When 99% of women become moms, it is so much more fulfilling, meaningful, important. Everything about their lives compared to working in a cubicle. When the thing about women leaving the workplace and not making as much money as men, it's because when women, I don't care if you work in a cubicle selling, telemarketing, or if you're a lawyer lady or a politician or whatever, there's a big percentage of women, when they become moms, they go, the heck with the career. Why would I go, spend all my energy caring and raising my boss for my boss when I could stay at home and raise my kid? That's way more important and way more fun and fulfilling and meaningful. All the things you think your job's supposed to do. And so, other women will kind of dog moms, they'll call them housewives like you're somehow married to your house. It's like, no, they're homemakers. They're moms, mothers. You know, when we honor the mother, it's not just honoring like the biological, you know, oh, she carried me for 9 months. That's what we honor. No, we also honor that person who became a mother, who recognized, yeah, you know what? This is who I am. I'm somebody's mother. You know? And that's a more impressive title than principal or junior executive or actress or teacher. Oh, look at me. I'm PhD. Who cares? I'm more impressed with somebody's mom. It's more impressive than being an artist. It's actually more creative than being Michelangelo. He is second only to an actual mom who created life. And yeah, I mean, I know men started off, but you know, for as amazing as the statue of David is, David doesn't even move. He doesn't even have a personality. But a mom creates a person with its own personality. You know, somebody who will one day break your heart and ignore you and disappoint you. Weesonese says, everyone knows Indians arrive everywhere 15 minutes early. Thank you. You know, it's an old stereotype, but we're always early. Must be Indian time. Yep, there comes the powwow. Half an hour early again. Because everybody was here on time. Jessica says, yeah, anywhere I arrive is 15 minutes early for me. Oh, Minnawannagozi Mama Yagi good. Happy Mother's Day. Well, sweetheart, you want to get up here and say hello to the folks? Yeah, sure. Should we play another song? We could. All right. I'm gonna go let Natasha get up here and say hello to you guys. I don't have any good Mother's Day stories. But before we do that, this is a song. This is just a song. This is called Nothing to Do with You.
But it's got nothing to do with you. I've got no one, still you won't do. And after today I'd say we are quite through. But I know you won't break down, you won't miss a step, you won't be around, and you'll never forget it. One day, when I'm old and gray, I might look back and say that these were the golden days. And one day, when I'm old and I'm gray, I might look back and say this was the price I paid. Now so it goes, or so they say, time's like a mountainscape. Well, I don't know, but I can't complain. God knows I've got my own escape. And sometimes I just might, even in the middle of the night. Well, sometimes and someday, sometimes, well, I wake and bake. But it's got nothing to do with you. I've got no one, still you won't do. And after today I'd say we are quite through. But I know you won't break break down, you won't miss a step, you won't be around, and you'll never regret it. One day, when I'm old and gray, I might look back and say that these were the golden days. One day, when I'm old and I'm gray, I might look back and say this was the price I paid. Even in the middle of the day, Stephen grins a little, so they say. Sometimes, well, I wake and bake.
Oh, yeah. Oh, BOOZHOO, NANABOOZHOO. Oh, Gibberish by Michael Lyons. If you like these cartoons, click the link below for your copy of Oh, Gibberish. Hi, everybody. It's me, Natasha. Natasha and Envision the Cause. So, yeah, nice job with that song, Michael. It's got nothing to do. Thanks. Jessica says, thank you for saying this. Being a mother is no longer considered an accomplishment in our society, even though raising the next generation correctly is literally the most important task. Exactly. You can't even debate it. It has more effect on everything. The family, you know, but especially mom. Without mom, we're done. I'm on call 24/7. It's worth it every day. Yeah. Mom is the best job title I could have ever asked for. Yeah. And you get no respect, you know. Whether you want to admit it or not, Mom or Grandma is always right. She delivers truth and justice like it's her job. Well, it is. Yeah, no kidding, Papa Gosh. I have to go wake up the kiddo now, actually. She's singing in church today. Nice! Sweet. Yeah. No, if we really, I blame feminism. You know, they don't want to honor the mother too much, you know. Because if they did, they would bring that up to little kids. It's become wrong to tell a little girl, when you grow up, you can be a mommy. You know, what kind of mom would you like to be? What kind of house would you like to have? You know, who do you want? What kind of person do you want to get married to? Little girls used to play house, and that was fine. They didn't think of it as being, oh no, you should pretend that you're, you know, a policewoman or whatever. It's like, let little girls play house. Because you're right, it is one of the greatest, probably the greatest. I mean, Dad's way up there too. And, you know, feminism destroyed dads too. But, yeah. So I don't know. We gotta tell little girls there's nothing wrong with wanting to be a mom. Play with dolls. Play with baby dolls. That doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you a slave to the patriarchy. You know. You want to see a happy cat? Watch a new mom. One of those cats, and they have a whole litter of like 8 little kittens feeding on them. That cat has never been more happy in her life than when she's feeding her babies. Every animal, actually. You know? It's called love. But we just say, no, don't do that. Go to college. Go to college. Get a job working for a man. and never have children. Once you're in your 40s, you can then get on hormone replacement therapy and, have like 10 kids at once, each one with more problems than the last. Papa Ghost says, Michael Lyons needs to make a CD of songs. Michael, when are you going to make a CD of songs? Well, I have a collection of recordings. But yeah, it's weird. I got that CD done right at a time when like the record stores all went out of business. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, what do you do with a CD now? We can share it on our Facebook page. I've never looked into iTunes because I never understood, why would you buy music when you can just go to YouTube and look it up for free? So I don't know. But yeah, we should do another maybe live concert. Live, kind of in quotes, where the three of us can sing together and do a live stream, talk about it. Yeah, that might be cool. Just the originals or something. Yeah. Well, thank you, Papa Ghosh. Jessica says, agreed, Papa Ghosh. All right. We like to boogie. What do you think, sweetie? About what? Should we maybe plan we could do a nighttime show and Michael can come out with his guitar and play live. And then we could also play some pre-recorded songs that you and I sing on. Yeah, we could. And our Ojibwe word of the day could be like, Nagamunda, let's sing. Yeah, and we could have like a special guest be Paul Stanley. Yeah, I sang with Paul Stanley on that one song. Ooh, la, 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 la. Ooh, la, 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 la. Hey, sweetie? Yeah? You've got a phone call. Oh, really? Why don't you patch him through on line 2? Okay, line 2. Caller, welcome to the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast. You're on the air. Hey, man, what's you keep picking on me? Excuse me? I said, why don't you guys quit picking on me? Who is it? This is Vincent Van Gogh. Vincent Van Gogh, the painter? Wow, sweetie, Vincent Van Gogh's on the line. Yeah, I know. Oh, wow, how you doing, Mr. Van Gogh? Well, I'm pretty angry with you people. What gives you the right? What do you mean? I mean, what gives you the right to criticize my paintings? I'm a genius too. Yeah, I guess he's kind of mad at us, sweetie. Van Gogh's mad at us? Yeah. Well, that's kind of cool. I know, huh? Why are you mad? You guys have been talking so much crap about my paintings, and you say that Michelangelo is a genius. Well, what about me? I'm a genius too. Yeah, let's look at one of your paintings, Van Gogh. And welcome to the show, by the way. But yeah, we have been kind of making fun of you. I mean, you're not as bad as Andy Warhol. But, okay, kids. This is Vincent Van Gogh. BOOZHOO crew already knows this, but for little kids, this is one of the most famous paintings ever. And it's called Starry Night. Starry Night by Vincent Van Gogh. And they tell you this is a great painting, but I've never understood why. It's impressionistic. No, I don't think it is. I just think it's kind of bad painting. No, I could paint better if I wanted to. I just decided that's the way I wanted to paint it. And you can't tell me it's not good. Well, okay, no, you're right. I can't say it's not good. I can say I don't personally care for it at all. Let me get rid of it. Starry Night. And let's also get frank about who you were. What do you mean? I was a genius. I'm a genius painter, Vincent Van Gogh. Well, yeah, but you cut your own ear off.
Yeah, I know. I cut my own ear off. What's it to you? It's none of your business.
Well, I know it's none of my business, but it does say something about, I don't know, your mental health.
Yeah, well, sometimes the craziest people are the most creative. Don't you even know that? You don't know nothing.
Well, yeah, I guess. That's what they tell us. Like, you have to be crazy to be creative. But I almost think that's like a psyop.
A psyop? What do you mean?
Well, you know how, like, art history will say everyone who was kind of creative was also insane? So then when somebody comes along who's creative and talented, people naturally assume they must be crazy too?
That's a good point, actually.
But what about you? What was up with that ear thing?
Well, I like this girl. I like this girl a whole bunch.
You liked a girl a whole bunch?
Yeah, that's right. But she didn't like me back. She didn't want to talk to me. And so I cut my ear off. And I said, hey, if you want to talk to me, why don't you at least just talk to my ear? Say it to my ear, I said. And I threw this bloody ear at her.
Ugh, you threw your ear at her?
Yeah, that's why my painting, that's why you can see it on my painting. I got that wrap, whatever.
Yeah. Your voice isn't quite what I expected either.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, aren't you German or something? I expected to hear like a German accent.
Yeah, a lot of people think that, but I don't have a German accent. Why don't you just shut up?
I'm sorry. So you don't appreciate us kind of dogging you as an artist?
Yeah, what do you know, man? I'm a household name.
Well, yeah, but just because you're well known doesn't mean you're a good artist. You're no Michelangelo, that's all I'm saying.
Well, whatever. Hey, I got a question for you.
What?
Have you ever seen that Supertramp album?
Supertramp? Oh, like Breakfast in America or whatever?
Yeah, check that out.
Why?
Well, there's some crazy 9/11 conspiracy stuff in there. Like truth in plain sight.
Truth in plain? What are you talking about? Just check it out. All right, hold on. Van Gogh says there's something to be seen on the, and I don't have it, but I'm going to try to get it. If you're older than 40, probably 50, you might remember an album by a band called Supertramp, Breakfast in America. Okay, here it is. Breakfast in America. Yeah, what about it?
Well, just check it out. Did you notice anything interesting about it?
Not really.
Well, think about 9/11.
Yeah.
All right, now flip that image, like mirror image it.
Okay.
All right. Now look where it says 9/11.
Oh, that's weird.
It's the Twin Towers.
That is kind of strange. Supertramp backwards and it says 9/11. And then there's that glass of orange juice. It's a beautiful cloudless day just like on 9/11.
Yeah. I mean, go down that rabbit hole for a minute.
Yeah, it says 9/11. There's the Twin Towers. Orange. I've heard that orange has something to do with the Freemasons or something. She's kind of standing like the Statue of Liberty. Oh, and you know what else?
Yeah. Where's that picture being taken?
From inside a plane.
That's what I'm saying. Supertramp knew 9/11 was going to happen.
No way.
Yeah. It's right there. Breakfast in America. And what time did 9/11 happen?
In the morning?
Yeah, at breakfast time.
Oh,
And she's a Statue of Liberty. I'm just saying Supertramp was behind 9/11.
I don't think the band was behind 9/11, but this is a weird cover. What do you guys think, BOOZHOO crew? I know, Jess, sadly, I get most music now on Spotify Can say last CD I bought. Just because Papa Gosh, I think the problem people is really don't buy CDs anymore. Plus, many of Michael's songs are available to listen to for free on YouTube. That's true. They've uploaded some songs to a music app. What did Supertramp know? And when did they know it? Huh. It's interesting that all the members of Supertramp seem to survive on 9/11. Convenient? Maybe. Or maybe they were behind it all. Wouldn't it be weird if we found out that Supertramp were actually the terrorists? When I was young, it seemed that... Oh, you're still here? Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. Okay, well, I'm sorry, Van Gogh. You're right. We have been awfully hard on you. It's not your fault. Yeah, man. That's why I killed myself. Nobody appreciated my artwork. Yeah. I do feel kind of guilty now. I mean, I don't want you to kill yourself again. Yeah. Okay. All right, granted, some people like you. Maybe you're an acquired taste. I don't know. And what do I know? I like cartoons, so don't listen to me. All right, then. Well, okay. Yeah. Sorry. That's fine. Okay, we still friends? Yeah, we're fine. I gotta go. Okay. I'll see you again. Yeah, I'll see you again. Kikawaba min minawa. Okay. Kikawaba min minawa. Vincent Van Gogh. That's not what I expected Vincent Van Gogh to sound like. I know. It was kind of nondescript or thought out beforehand. Yeah, he just sounded like a creep. I know. Anyway. When I was young, it seemed that life was so wonderful. Oh, beautiful. Oh, it was magical, musical. And then they sent me away. They said how to be sensible. Oh, logical. Oh, practical. Clinical. Supertramp was a great album or band. I only know a couple of songs from that album. There was that, and there was like, take a look at my girlfriend. She's the only one I got. Not much of a girlfriend. I never seem to get a lot. Or never seem to get along. Or whatever they say. La 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 la. But if they were behind 9/11, you know what's another crazy picture? Having to do with 9/11? Yeah. Are you going to mention the tire? Yeah. There was a tire. They took a picture. In the official story, one of the tires from one of the planes made it to the ground without deflating. It was just sitting there against a building. And they go, yep, there's one of the tires. You go, what? You guys are faking something here. Oh, and they also found like the passport or the something from one of the guys. No, it just floated down out of the air and landed in somebody's hand from CNN. Oh, we know who did this because we found the passport of one of the guys. Kippers for breakfast, such. Kippers is a little fish, right? Kippers. Not as small as sardines, but twice the length. BOOZHOO crew's talking about what they're having for breakfast. They're breaking the fast. So yeah. Sunny day, Vincent Van Gogh. Hey, you know what we should do? No, actually we shouldn't. What's that? Well, I was going to call the Queen of England. Oh, we could. Yeah, but if I talk with her at the same time, our voices sound so much alike that I don't want to do it. We could call Hitler. Okay. You want to call Hitler for me? Sure. Ladies and gentlemen, for this Mother's Day, You know, my mom is half German. So is that why you're calling Hitler? Yep. I just found a connection. My mom is half German. I think she's half German. Maybe she's more than that. I don't know. And so for honor of this Mother's Day, we talked to Vincent van Gogh, who is German. And now we're going to talk to Hitler. All right. He's, phone's ringing. Hello, Adolf. Yeah, how you doing? This is NANABOOZHOO from the podcast. You want to be on the show this morning? Okay, hang on. I'm going to transfer you. All right, honey. He's on line 2. Okay, thanks, sweetie. Line 2. Hitler, you're on the air. Well, hello there. Hello, Natasha. I'm so happy to hear from you this Mother's Day. Yeah, I just wanted to call and wish you a happy Mother's Day. Oh, that's so nice of you. Nobody ever remembers to send flowers to Hitler on Mother's Day. I don't know why. Well, probably because they're sending flowers to their own moms. Oh, you know, you make a lot of sense. You're a very bright girl. A very bright girl. Okay, take it easy. So, are you a mother, Natasha? Nope, not yet. Oh, I see. Oh, I feel so sad for you. Sad? Why? Oh, because you have no children. You should have many children. You think so? Oh, you would be a wonderful mother. Well, thanks. That's very sweet. What makes you think I'd make a good mom? Oh, I don't know. Because you are so pretty. You make some pretty babies. Oh, get out of here. Do you hear that, sweetie? Yeah, tell Hitler to quit hitting on my girl. Who is that? That's NANABOOZHOO. Tell him to mind his own business. I'm trying to work something here. Hitler says mind your own business. Hey, dude, why don't you quit complimenting my girlfriend? What? What did he say? He says quit complimenting his girlfriend. Oh, does he know who I am? I think so. Do you know who he is? Yeah, he's Hitler. Yeah, he knows who you are. Well, then tell him he best tremble before Mein Führer. I think Mein Führer means my Führer. Whatever. Okay. You should tremble before the Führer. Okay. He says okay. Okay. Anyway. Wanted to wish you a happy Mother's Day, but it sounds like you are not a mother just yet. Nope, not yet. Okay. Although, how cute would that be? That's a good idea. What's that, sweetie? What if we had we shot a movie? Yeah? And in this movie, we actually go through the trouble of writing a whole screenplay and have an A story and a B story and music and all that. Yeah? But it could be the story of you and I having a baby, getting married. That would be a lot of writing. Yeah, but it just occurred to me that could be really cute. And we could have a scene where I'm going, ah! And we could actually show the birth, with all the afterbirth and the placenta. Oh, that is so gross! What? It's a miracle of birth. Oh, nobody wants to see a movie about you going into labor and delivering a baby. That is gross. Sweetie. Yeah, he's right. That's really gross. Nobody wants to see that. Really? No. But if you want to shoot a movie someday, we can talk about it. Okay. Anyway. So yeah. Anyway, what were you saying, Adolf? Oh, I don't remember. If you shoot a movie, can I be in your movie? Well, for sure. I think you could be like the bad guy or something. I play a very good villain. I mean, just look at some of the movies about World War II. Yeah, we'll definitely keep you. I mean, you can try out. I'm not going to promise any parts just yet, but you can try out. Okay, that sounds fair enough. So anyway, what can I do for you today, Adolf? Well, I was wondering if I could teach the OJIBWE word of the day. Well, we already kind of have it. Here, let me show you. There's wagosh. Wagosh! Fox! Yeah, that's right. Fox. And then a young Guamizi. A young Guamizi. A young Guamizi. Guamizi. I can't say it. A young Guamizi. Be careful. Like your Aya is sort of like your butter. To be. And Guamizi is to be careful. A young Guamizi. You should be careful. A young Guamizi. Be careful. You know what that makes? That reminds me. How many times did I have to tell my Nazi officers to be careful? You're carrying a gun. Do not run with your gun. I would shout at them. But did they listen? No. They would never listen to the Führer. I think they listened to you plenty. Oh, I see what you did there. Yeah, I'm making jokes about the Holocaust. Yeah, don't joke about that. That is too soon. It's still too soon. Come on, cut us some slack. We didn't do our, what's his name, George Floyd humor yesterday. That was probably smart. Yeah, but anyway, well, it's getting kind of late. I wanted to kind of wrap up before it gets too late because we got to get ready for church, huh, sweetie? Yeah. Okay, anything else I could do for you today, Führer? No, that's about all I had. Can I at least say, I will see you again in OJIBWE? Yeah, sure. Do you remember how to say it? Oh, yes, I think I do. Gigawaba min, minawa, hoa. Yeah, Gigawaba min, minawa, hoa. I'll see you later, Adolf. Yeah, okay. Catch you on the flip side. Catch you on the flip side? He's got some of those old expressions still. Well, yeah, you know, he's from that World War II generation. Yeah, huh? Those guys had all kinds of great little sayings. No sooner said than done. He doesn't know if he's coming or going. Giving me the hi-hat. Anyway. Sunny day. Well, folks, is there anything else you wanted to add before we head out? No. You just want to tell them to come back tomorrow and all that? Sure. Well, everybody, just want to say, miigwech bisandawieg. Thank you for listening, and thank you for watching. Miigwech ganawabieg. Kaishi BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. The podcast about Ojibwe language. Oh, hold on. And culture. I am Natasha. This is NANABOOZHOO. BOOZHOO. Over here is Michael Lyons. And miigwech wisani once again for your super chat. Really appreciate it. You're the best. And we'll be back tomorrow at 8 o'clock-ish. I don't know. Sometimes we just start early because I don't know why. Because it can't be kept to a schedule. Anyway, so yeah. Gigawapa min. Minawa. Hoka hey. What was that? I don't know. It's kind of a cross between like a powwow and maybe something Prince would say. La-di-da-di-da-di-dum. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum-bum, ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I can sing guitar now. That's a good skill to have in the real world. It sure is. Gotta add some drum beat to that. The heartbeat of Mother Earth. Hey, how come I didn't talk about Mother Earth? Doggone it. It's Mother's Day and we didn't even talk about Mother Earth. Oh, brother.